Now we are going to give the demonstration for the conductometric estimation of an acid mixture using standard sodium hydroxide solution. The measurement of conductance can be employed to determine the end point in acid-base titrations. In conductometric titrations, there is a sudden change in the conductance of the solution at the equivalence point. The principal underlying conductometric titrations is the replacement of ions of one mobility by the ions of different mobility. Therefore, the conductance of the solution depends on two factors, that is the number of ions present in the solution and also the mobility of the ions. The equivalence point is determined graphically by plotting conductance versus the titer values, that is the volume of the base added. Conductometric titration may be applied for the determination of acids present in a mixture. In the titration of mixture of strong acid and weak acid with a strong base, the conductance initially decreases upon adding sodium hydroxide to the acid mixture due to the replacement of ions of highly mobile H plus by the less mobile Na plus ions. So the mobility of the H plus ions is nearly 350 per room per meter, whereas the mobility of the cations like Na plus ions is in the range 50 per room per meter. That is why, because of the replacement of highly mobile H plus ions by the less mobile Na plus ions, initially the conductance decreases. This trend continues till all the H plus ions of hydrochloric acid are replaced, that is the strong acid is completely neutralized. Continued addition of sodium hydroxide raises the conductance moderately as the weak acid CH3COOH is converted into its salt sodium acetate. Further addition of sodium hydroxide raises the conductance sharply due to the presence of free hydroxyl ions. See, the mobility of hydroxyl ions is nearly 198 per room per meter. The titration curves in the graph give the depict the titration. The titration curves in the graph given depict the location of the equivalence points. The procedure of conduction of this experiment is like this. We have to pipette out 50 cm cube. This is the instrument used to measure the conductance of the solution. This is the digital conductivity meter. Okay. Here, this is the temperature adjustment knob. Only lab temperature you have to adjust. This is the cell constant adjustment. We adjust the cell constant. We adjust the range, function, everything. You need not touch any of these knobs. Only lab temperature you have to set. Here you are going to measure the specific conductance of the solution. So this is the cell that is used to measure the specific conductance. So this one. So this is called as conductivity cell. Inside this conductivity cell, you can see there are two platinum electrodes. Platinum electrodes having, you can see the black foil is there. Two platinum electrodes having unit area of cross section and they are separated by unit distance apart. First, what you have to do? You have to clean the cell by adding water like this. Discard the washings. This is the acid mixture given to you consisting of hydrochloric acid and acetic acid. You have to pipette out 50 cm cube of this acid mixture into a clean beaker. It is done already. So this beaker has 50 cm cube of the acid mixture. In that, immerse the conductivity cell. And you can see that conductivity cell is connected to the instrument. And in the burette, we have taken standard sodium hydroxide solution. The normality of that solution is 1.0. So now, without adding sodium hydroxide, For 0 volume, you have to note down the conductance. Look at the instrument. What is the reading for 0? It is 8.9. You have to record that reading for 0. Then we have to add sodium hydroxide in an increment of 0.5 cm cube. After each addition, mix the solution, take the reading. 0.5 cm cube is added and the solution is mixed. Now see the reading. Now for 0.5 cm cube, the reading is 8.0. For 1 cm cube, 6.9. For 1.5, 5.7. So you can see there is decrease in the conductance in the beginning. For 2 it is 4.6. Two 2.5, 3.5 it is. For 3 cm cube, 3.1. For 3.5 cm cube, 3.3. Now there is, you see, there is slight increase in the conductance, during which the acetic acid gets neutralized. For 4 cm cube, it is 3.6. For 4.5, 3.8. For 5 cm cube, 4.0. For 5.5, 4.2. For 6 cm cube, it is 4.4. For 6.5 cm cube, it is 4.7. For 7 cm cube, it is 4.9. We have to take the reading till we get the initial reading. For 7.5, it is 5.1. For 8.0, it is 5.2. For 8.5, 5.4. For 9, 5.8. For 9.5, 6.3. Now you see there is steep increase in the conductance. For 10 cm cube, 6.9. For 10.5 cm cube, 7.4. For 11 cm cube, 8.0. For 11.5, 8.4. For 12 cm cube, it is 9.0. So approximately the initial one we got it. Like this you have to take the readings, then you have to plot the graph. On x-axis you have to take volume of sodium hydroxide in cm cube. Along y-axis you have to take conductance in per ohm per centimeter. Take the scale on x-axis. Take 1 centimeter as 1 cm cube or 0 cm cube. 0.5 cm cube. Anything will do. Along y-axis also you can take 1 centimeter as 1 per ohm per meter like this. Then you have to mark all the points. When you mark the points and you will get 3 straight lines. So draw the straight lines in such a way that it passes through maximum of the points. So one straight line like this, one more like this, one more like this you will get. Extrapolate so that you can make out the point of intersection properly. From the first point of intersection, if you draw perpendicular, you will get V1. From the second, if you draw perpendicular to x-axis, you will get V2. So what is V1? V1 is the volume of NaOH required to neutralize HCl only, whereas V2 is the volume of NaOH required to neutralize both HCl and CH3COOH. Then V2 minus V1 gives you the volume of sodium hydroxide required to neutralize acetic acid only. Using that, you have to do the calculation. Okay, for calculation, take the normality of sodium hydroxide as 1.0.